Luke, you're wrong on that, man. You say you.
Yep.
It didn't go live, and you need some more light there. I want some light on your left arm. If I'm standing where you are, not on Marge Simpson's side, the arm that's not on the Marge Simpson.
Left.
Nope. Yeah, that's left. Yep.
Yeah, I got it in order. Right, left.
Yeah, that's right. You got to get that. All right, guys, we have an exciting show for you. Are you ready, guys, for some drum rolls? Give me a drum roll, please, sir, on the pipes. Give me a drum roll, Luke, please. Thank you, Luke. All right, to start it off, Luke, give them the agenda for today.
All right, guys, we're hopping straight into it today. We have too many stocks to talk about. We don't have time to do this nice long intro. We're just hopping straight into markets. We're going to do NIO. We're going to do Biotechs. We're going to do Shopify. We're going to talk Peloton. We're going to do Chat Challenge update. That's where ZingerNation's going head-to-head, and we're going to talk about our favorite stocks for various time periods. We also have two, not one, but two. That's right, two special guests coming on the show today. So without further ado, should we hit it, Jason?
Yeah. Let's hit it. But also a big there's a private. Can I just do a private company update real quick?
Yep, let's do it.
So Luke and I, we're in the same building as StockX. We may be small investors in StockX. It's a shoe exchange thing. Raised $275 million today at a 2.75 valuation. By following Luke and I on the Power Hour, you'll hear about deals like that in public companies. We were there when they came up with the logo. This is a company since 2016 has now raised over $400 million, and I bet you it'll be public in a year, but I don't know. I don't have any inside info. But $275 million raised at a $2.75 billion valuation. Listen, it just takes an idea and it takes crazy amount of execution to build the next great companies. And our job here is to find you public companies that you can invest in now that are going to do that. That is why I brought you stocks that are small and then get large. And I do that a lot. And that's what Luke is here to tell you today. We have a lot of trade ideas. We have a lot of exciting items that should get you, going and get the market going and get our trades going for the rest of the week, the rest of the year, and into 2021. So, Luke, take it over, my man.
All right, we're starting off hot and heavy today. We're talking about NIO. We're talking about why I'm no longer short NIO. Look at this, guys. NIO up 3% today. We closed our short position on this one today. Let's look at the other EV stocks. TSLA, Tesla, down 2.5%. Let's look at XPeng. There we go. Come on there. Down 3.5%. If you look at any EV stock today, other than NIO, it's down. We've got rotation out of EV stocks. People do not like EV stocks right now, but NIO keeps going. NIO has the momentum behind it. You guys know that NIO is my stock that I love to hate, but I just can't stay short it when it has this type of energy. This thing is resilient after bad news, and this is exactly why I closed that short position yesterday. Again, EV stocks getting hammered. NIO keeps going. Keeping an eye on this one. Guys, in the comments, tell me, you like NIO? Put a 1. You don't like NIO, put a 2. Want to hear where you guys are at. But again, I'm watching this thing. Momentum cracks again. I'm going to take a crack at it. So, boom. Starting off hot and heavy.
I think you're missing out on that.
What, you'd go long it?
Yeah, I went long it. I own like a little bit.
I'm not flipping this thing long at this point.
No, I went long. Not that long, but it was like 41 that I went long. So I just think, you're waiting for a pullback. I mean, My call for 2021 is to be like a robot, like a blackjack robot that I wasn't in the market this year in terms of position sizing. I think the hardest thing in the market is position sizing. And when I say a blackjack robot is when I play blackjack, I play by the rules. In a sense, when you have 16 doubled out, 16 against a 10 you hit. If you have a 10 or 11, you're going against 7, 8, 9. You're doubling down. You're betting when the odds are in your favor. And my high probability trades are on my side, I didn't bet big enough. That is my biggest mistake. Now, people could say, well, Jason, the market went against you, you get hurt. You're right. The question is, look at your probabilities, look at your track record of success, and look at how many times you're right versus wrong. Eventually it can catch up with you. But if you go by statistics, why do they have a number 4 batter in baseball? Because his batting average, or number 3 batter. And that's where I look at the market, and I need to become more robotic with my position sizes. And so this NIO thing, going with that notion, I wasn't in it for a while, and the trend is your friend in a respect until it's not. So I just said, stop talking about it. I'll buy a little bit, and so far it's been a healthy trade for me. But that's my take, Luke.
Especially in this momentum-driven market. I think absolutely in this momentum-driven market. And you flipped it long at the same time that I flipped out of my short position. So that's interesting. You're more aggressive than me.
Well, at least you got out of your short position. You know.
Yep. All right, but before we bring our first guest on, let's do Biotechs too. I want to talk about small biotech stocks. I'm going to make a controversial statement, especially for a lot of the retail crowd out there, and that is, do not buy small biotech stocks as a long-term position.
Okay.
Air horn on that one, and let me tell you guys why. Right, you, in my opinion, you have no competitive advantage in these stocks. Right, you are waiting on a binary event, which is either their drug doing well in trial or their drug getting approved by the FDA. That's why I don't like these stocks. Check it out. We've got 4 examples today. Yes, count it, 4 examples today of these trades not working out for people who are crowding into these small biotech stocks. First one, CCM. They published data, stock down 43% on that news. Next one, BLRX. BioLine RX. They had some data come out, stock down 28%. Next one, GLPG. This is where we going. Galapagos, news out, stock down. Come on, give me a percentage, about 20% or so. And then the last one, VTVT, VTV Therapeutics, news out, stock down 25%. So again, my hot take on this one is do not buy these small biotech stocks. You're waiting on one binary event. And what competitive advantage do you have in these stocks, right? We have hedge funds out there who are replicating these trials. I mean, they have like chemistry PhDs on staff who are trying to figure out what is the efficacy of this drug going to be? What's the likelihood of this drug getting through trials? What's the likelihood of this drug working? We are not that. You don't have a competitive advantage here. I think go ahead, trade those things. You trade them all day, but be careful. Don't hold them long. That's my take on these small biotech stocks. Again, as always, in the comments, agree, disagree. I want the feedback. Where are you guys at on that one? Jason, thoughts on that?
I bought a biotech stock today, so I'm laughing. I hear you, but
was it a big one, or was it one of these small ones, the pre-revenue?
Okay, it wasn't pre-revenue. I will read it. I will give the information on it, but I don't want to do it yet in this segment unless you want me to push it up. So I just bought a biotech stock today. I haven't told you about it yet.
Yep.
What do you say about that? So and I have the history on it. So I hear you. These pre-revenues are catalyst trades. They're catalyst, and your opportunity is short-term in nature usually. But here's the thing. I mean, there's companies like Asperion and different biotechs that have a longevity of producing new medicines over time, and new medicines like drugs and things like that.
Yep.
And it's like a lot of us are too into tech. We're too into tech. We're too into Apple, Google's, Facebook's, Tesla's. And so I'm making a concerted effort, Luke, to get myself out of just into tech. Do you know what I mean? So that's part of my Biotech trade.
Okay, I like that. I do have a couple of healthcares, right? Like Stryker is one that I bought back in the April lows, and I've got a couple like that. But none of them are these small pre-revenue biotechs.
Yeah, I know. And Luke, we're on the opposite side. Luke's like, don't buy biotech, and Raz is like, I just bought some. So I'll tell you the one I bought. Can I just go into it?
All right, hit it. What's the spot?
I bought, and it was from the show. So you guys mentioned this, I don't know, a couple days ago, I think. Yeah. So Raphael Holdings, symbol RFL. That's R as in Ralph, F as in Frederick, L as in Lisa. You see it?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. So the guy that sent it to us is pretty smart. And he comes to this thing, and he's 50% interest in the pharma. They have this novel drug, the CPI 613, which has the potential to become the standard of care for some of the worst and most deadly diseases and cancers, like pancreatic, lymphoma. There are no alternatives right now for these diseases, and Raphael has fast track and orphan designation for this drug, meaning that the bar is incredibly low for approval. They're already in phase 3, showing similar results. And then the CEO is Sanjeev Luthar, who supposedly is very smart. I think there's a good chance the approval would set this up to be, a multi-billion-dollar move. Raphael wants to badly own much of this as possible. They raised additional capital last week just to maintain their ownership interest. Again, this person doesn't normally invest in biotech, but they put a lot of due diligence into this. And this person who doesn't usually invest in biotech put a lot of money in because they're so confident. And I'm going to read you a couple more notes. One second. It's good. This has become this person who sent it to us. It's his second largest position, and he's done a ton of research on it. So I had that other investor hedge fund guy on recently, and you guys heard him. This is not him, but it's a friend of his that has sent it over. And so again, I like to follow money and smart money. And Luke, I'm echoing again. So Rohan, if you're there, fix Luke or give him headphones. I can't take the echo out of this. You have to log off because I can't do it. So RFL, I bought today. I don't know if you want to follow me in it, but I bought it off this smart guy's, idea.
All right, so I'm going to give you the quick what I like and what I don't like about that trade. What I like, you do have a good source who is like a securities industry insider who gave you the name. What I don't like about it, the orphan drug designation, yes, that is compelling, but that's already priced into the stock, right? All right, I'm sure the stock already popped when it got the orphan drug. Here's a 1-year chart. Maybe it was right around here when that orphan drug came out. And I also don't like that it's so binary, right? I think that if you want healthcare exposure, buy your Pfizers or something along those lines. But this one, I mean, you are really waiting on a binary event. This thing's either going to 40 or it's going to 4.
I'm buying it. And I'm also happy. Penn National at $84.95 today. Boom, bada bing. Boom. Switching subjects. Okay.
All right. Should we bring our first guest in, Jason?
Yes. Let's bring on the Drew man who's learned all the stock picks from me, but it's okay.
All right, Drew, what's up? You're on with your mentor right now.
This is true. I've learned a lot, and I'm excited to share with you guys what I've learned.
All right, let's hit it. I heard you told me you've got 3 things you want to hit. Should we do it?
Let's do it. All right, first thing, Peloton. Buy or sell? I think I'm going to have to go short on Peloton. They're overexposed right now, with COVID kind of coming to an end. The stock's at an all-time high PE. Not what I like to see.
All right.
Boo. I like Peloton. I'm long Peloton.
All right. I'm with you, Drew. I'm in the anti-Peloton crowd. I think that every diet and fitness fad is a fad. It is in fact a fad. None of these things are around to stay. I would not bet against this thing though. You do have what I think are probably going to be some pretty decent Q4 earnings that'll come out in January. Not betting against it, but I don't like the stock.
Next, Airlines. Is it too late to buy
By
Airlines?
the way, I don't like you guys either. So you don't want to like stock? You guys, I don't like you guys either. Okay.
Is it too late to buy Airlines? I mean, I think there's still a lot of potential, right? I mean, they've come up quite a bit, but there's still a lot more potential to run. I think my personal favorite, Southwest, ticker symbol LUV. What do you guys think?
Airlines, absolutely still a buy. There's the air horn for it. Travel, right? In April, only 3% of people were traveling versus the same week in the previous year. So that's 2020 versus 2019. That is up to a third. Airlines will not fail. The government will not let them fail. You still have, the stocks are down 50% from highs. AAL is the one that I like, American Airlines.
All right. And lastly, one stock that you would throw a very far out of the money call on. So you got time, but it's got to run. One stock I think is Palantir. A lot of hype. It's a great stock though. Peter Thiel, 0 to 1, great book if you haven't checked that out. Creating businesses in industries that never have existed before. That's what I'm all about. Love that man. You know, he's basically Elon Musk's twin brother almost. Obviously, crazy run, and it's volatile, right? So if you're going to buy an out of the money call, you want a stock that's going to move. It might not move in the right direction right away, but this thing is going to move.
All right, I like that one. All right, mine, throwing it up there. HUBS, HubSpot. This is, in my opinion, the Salesforce killer. I think any business that is not a massive enterprise is going to leave Salesforce, run to HubSpot. HubSpot is a tool that we use at Benzinga. We love it. We love it so much more than we like the Salesforce products. Compare the market cap of these two companies. The valuation is okay. The stock's already had a run. I mean, this thing could be a two-bagger over the next couple of years.
All right, who brought you HubSpot first? Come on, Luke. I'm freaking out right now. You know I'm like going crazy in my head right now that you just said this.
Are you still in the stock?
Luke, can I ask you a question?
I'll give you credit.
Can I ask you a question about HubSpot, Luke?
Yep, go for it.
Are you still short the stock? I bought HubSpot at $64. Luke shorted it at 74, and it went to 120. And I know you were still short then. Did you ever cover that short?
So I had puts on it, and I dumped the puts for pretty much worthless at some point.
Okay, so you admit it was defeat.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I bought HubSpot, and I told everyone and their mother at $64. I even told Mark Benioff he should buy it, and for a premium. And now it's at $370. I did sell HubSpot at 180. I did buy it back at like 220. It's a dumb tax thing, and I still own it, but I owned it in size. I could have retired on HubSpot, but one of the reasons I got a little nervous is we're a HubSpot customer, and the day they hit like 150 their stock, they had like a little mini party in their office. I'm like, if they're this excited at 150, I guess that means that may be a top. And so that is when being a customer like gives you the color that like makes you make a trade because you think it's up too much, and I should have just sat there and not sold anything. What do they say? David Portnoy says the market always goes up.
I have to be the buyer of things at Benzinga, and they tried to triple our bill this year. So they've got some revenue coming.
Well, what do we pay HubSpot
per year?
Yeah, per year.
We pay them about $80,000 for 2021.
Really?
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Why don't we give that money to Drew?
I'll buy some Palantir calls with it.
Yeah, if Drew trades that money for us, we'd get it all back.
Probably would.
Okay.
Just my opinion.
All right. I like it.
I think I may be buying more call options right now, by the way, but keep going.
Who's been rapid firing us? Let me rapid fire you guys. All right. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You only have.
Look, we do have a guest right now. Should we bring the guest in? But it's crypto guest. We have a crypto guest. Do you want to ask the questions on equities before the crypto guest? And if you're listening, guys, will you please smash the like on YouTube for heaven's sake?
I didn't even check the count yet. 24. That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
This is ZingerNation, baby. The more likes, the bigger the community, the more ideas. All right, but I'm going to rapid fire you guys this question. Everybody in the chat, I want you to put in your rapid fire answers to this question. You only get half a sentence. All right, Jason, Drew, you guys get half a sentence to answer these. All right, what's a stock that you like for 1 month?
Ooh, I'll go first. This month, Genius Brands. No one's really talking about them. They're starting to kind of run again, pretty cheap. I know they've done a lot of diluting, but for this month, I think I'd pick up Genius Brands.
Because of Shaquille O'Neal or what?
I mean, they just keep on picking up good brands, and I think they're super cheap. Obviously, it's a very small stock and could go down, but no debt, and they just keep on picking up new deals.
All right, I'll give a controversial one, I would say. Somewhat controversial. Penn National.
All right, I like it. 1 year. Stock you like for 1 year.
Pershing Square. Bill Ackman. Things going to merge.
PSTH. That's a SPAC. All right, Jason.
AMZN.
Amazon. All right. Hardest one. 10 years.
Okay, let me switch it. AMZN for 10 years. For 1 year, ESTC.
Okay.
I got to go with Palantir. I mean, it's only a $40 billion valuation. I don't see why it's not a $400 billion valuation.
All right. Drew loves his Palantir.
Drew, do you want to get a room with Palantir?
I do. Let me meet Peter Thiel.
And what? And meet Peter Thiel?
Peter Thiel.
Why don't you interview him?
I'll have to.
Well, just reach out. He'll do it.
All right, we'll do.
All right. Why do we get all quiet now?
Drew, thank you for joining us, man.
All right, take care, guys.
Yes, take care. Thanks for coming on. All right, so now, Luke, I have a weird trade in my E-Trade account. It's just numbers. I have a stock that's at 106. It must have got bought out, but it's still showing. I don't know. It's just numbers. I've never seen that before. Okay. By the way, Luke, December 18th, my puts for 450 that we did on the show are going to close profitable. Tesla didn't go to 450. Boom. So what happens? Do I need to cover them? It just automatically ends. What happens, Luke?
Wait. So you sold
December
put.
18th. Yeah.
Yep, you're good. You already collected the money that you got from selling the puts. They're going to expire worthless. You just got that free cash into your account. Boom. That's why I like selling puts.
Oh,
I
I'm
need
going to.
500 by December 31st. That was the trade I made yesterday. I collected $1,700 of premium by selling those $500 puts on Tesla.
All right. So now we have a guest. You guys like crypto, right? You guys like crypto. Well, we brought you crypto. One of the best, Wendy. She's on Twitter. We're going to pull up her Twitter account in a second. As I do that, we're going to add to the stream. Here we go. Hey, Wendy.
Hey, how are you guys? Thanks for having me.
Good. How are you? Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on. I'm doing amazing right now. It's a very, very good, exciting day. Bitcoin broke all-time high of about $20,000. So the community is just super excited. We're excited. I feel very rich, even though I'm not rich. It's just a really, really, really great thing.
You're rich. You're rich. You're rich. Rich in happiness, rich in life, rich. So, Wendy, you have your Wendy Ocean, but you have your Twitter name is Wendy something. What is it? I'm trying to find it.
Oh, so it's actually
I found it.
Yeah, it's Crypto Windio. And the reason why, if you look at the end of my name, it says Windio longs electricity dollars. The reason why I put electricity dollars there is one of my TikTok followers called stocks boomer shares and called Bitcoin electricity dollars. And I thought it was hilarious.
That is amazing.
So, and so Wendy has just 65,000 followers on Twitter. That's pretty darn good, Wendy.
Thanks.
How long you been on Twitter for?
About 3 years, and all of my followers are organic. And I think it was the technical analysis that brought all the boys to the yard.
I love that song. It's a great song. That's a good
song,
one.
right?
Okay. It's a great song. I want to sing more of it now. If Luke had his sound box there, you'd start playing the rest of that. But Luke's.
Well, last time I did that, we got a copyright complaint.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
We really did?
2 of them in one day.
Are you serious? Wow. They hide that stuff from me. Okay, so Wendy, I'm going to go to some questions. So does Bitcoin still have good value, in your opinion, at 20K, Wendy?
Yes, and the reason why I think it does is because we're seeing a lot of millionaires and billionaires buy exorbitant amounts of Bitcoin at the top, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because generally as an investor, and my green curtain is all messed up. Generally what happens is when a lot of and is that my daughter? Do you need something, sweetie? Okay. Can you guys give me one quick second? I just got to open my front door.
Oh yeah.
Give me 1 second.
All right. You guys, Wendy left. I thought we'd get to meet the daughter, but she left us, and I'll put her Twitter in the chat here because that's just the kind of guy I am. And like I said, if you want any other guests, you got to tell us. Oh, I hate this echo, Luke. I don't know what you did now. The echo thing, Luke. Can't you put on headphones?
I have headphones on. Look at you can see it.
I can't see headphones.
Okay, then you're not looking at me.
Oh, okay. Well, then why do I hear an echo?
Headphones. Let's get a 1 in the chat. I can do double headphones.
Yeah, put on 4 headphones.
One side. I don't know why.
I mean, it's so annoying, Luke. If you turn off your mic, Luke, turn off your mic when I interview Wendy now because there'll be no echo then. Okay. All right, Wendy, you're back. You got the door?
Yeah. So I have a 4-year-old daughter, and I work from home. And my mom actually came to help out this morning because I got a bunch of content to push out. So my mom was at the door. I had to get the door.
Got it. All right. Very nice. So is there a ceiling on Bitcoin or is it ceilingless?
So we are essentially in price discovery now. And the best way to, well, at least in crypto, what I do is, we pull on those fib extensions kind of to decide where price could go. And I'm looking at the chart right now, and my next target area would be about 22.5, because if you pull the fibs up, the fib extensions up, you can see that the 1.2 what is it, 1.272. I believe it's at, I've got so many on here, is at about 25,000. So I like to be a little bit conservative, and I'm looking at 22.5 right now. But I don't think the ceiling is anywhere near currently, considering all of the folks with money that are purchasing Bitcoin right now.
Okay, got it. And then Lambo Group in the chat just asked you about XRP. Any opinion on it?
I don't want to get canceled.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I'll talk about XRP. So XRP is an amazing cryptocurrency. It's got a very, very large community. Anytime when you're looking for different products to invest in crypto, some of these projects, I like to call them products because it makes sense to the traditional financial folks. But XRP's got a great community, and I do think it will do well price-wise as far as when we really get the bull run. But right now, it's dropping, and it's dropping like it's hot.
All right, that's your answer on XRP. Now we're going to go to the next. We got some more stuff. All right, this is a question. Now, do you follow individual stocks on crypto at all?
I actually do not. I just started off as a crypto trader and never really got into traditional financial products ever, except for a 401k, because they give you those when you have a regular job. But I just know how to trade crypto. Nothing traditional finance wise.
Okay, and then they want you to know, how should an average trader be employing crypto, Bitcoin in their portfolio, if at all?
So if you are just an investor, it's always good to just dollar cost average. There's a lot of different apps that you can use, crypto apps. Don't use Webull, do not use Robinhood, because you don't actually own your cryptocurrency that way. And you still won't own it if you're using like a Coinbase or a Celsius or a crypto.com. You would actually have to transfer it off. But with Webull and Robinhood, you can't actually remove it. All you can do is trade it there. So I do think that you should start dollar cost averaging in if you're brand new to the space, because unless you fully understand what decentralization is, the power of blockchain, and you've read Satoshi's white paper, if you want to invest in it, that's fine, but do so and dollar cost average. If you want to start trading it, that's amazing too. I love to use leverage trading Bitcoin. It's a lot of fun, but just understand and know that this is a very volatile and speculative asset still. Yes, it does have a lot of power behind it, but know that we do get some really volatile price swings that occur.
Okay, got it. And is Bitcoin your favorite one of all the, these currencies?
I have the most Bitcoin in my portfolio. I've got about 90% of Bitcoin in my portfolio. That makes up my portfolio.
Makes up, because you said 90%. Is there some other investments you're doing outside of crypto?
So most of when I talk about my portfolio, I'm just talking about my crypto portfolio. But as far as other cryptocurrencies, I do think that Ethereum is a great crypto project to look at, just because a lot of these altcoins are essentially built on top of Ethereum or built with using Ethereum's technology. And we really haven't had our alt season yet. We've just had our Bitcoin bull run. And if you look at the cycle of 2017 that occurred, you'll see that alts will start to follow soon. But Ethereum is another favorite of mine, and Polkadot is another great one as well.
Polkadot. I never even heard of that. Polkadot?
Yeah, I think the cash tag is .dot, but it's kind of similar to Ethereum, but a little bit different. But it was made by some of the folks from the Ethereum team. But I'm not a tech person, so I'm not going to get too in depth with that.
The chat is going crazy about Ethereum right now, and someone else said Ethereum and LTC are hot. I don't know LTC, but
so Litecoin is kind of like Bitcoin but faster, and price is actually pretty low on that right now. So you could go ahead and trade that. But Ethereum, I've got another pretty big bag of that I'm excited for, because we're also going to have the Ethereum 2.0 launching, to where Ethereum will move over from a proof of work coin, a mineable coin, to a POS coin, to where you can go ahead and stake it.
Yep. And then I want to remind everyone, we have Wendy O. Her Twitter name, Wendy O. Long's electricity dollars, but her Twitter name, where you could follow Wendy on Twitter, is Crypto. Hope you know how to spell crypto, guys. Crypto Wendy, and that's with a Y, not an I. So Crypto Wendy, 0 or O?
It's an O. If anybody, and also you guys, if anybody DMs you asking for money, it's not me. I will never DM you asking for money. And I also have a YouTube show called The O Show that I do daily crypto news. And today I'm actually going to have a traditional finance guy come on, and he's going to chat with me and another Bitcoiner, and we're going to talk crypto with him.
Nice. What kind of financer?
He does the stock stuff like you guys.
Okay. secret name so far? You don't want to say yet?
No, his name is Ashton Nolan. He is on TikTok, and my buddy Virtual Bacon and I will be talking with him and just kind of talking
All
about
all these crazy names, Virtual Bacon. I mean, I'm stupid old Jason Raznick. Well, I need to
it's a good name. Well, with crypto, a lot of the ethos behind Bitcoin is privacy. People like to stay private. They like to stay anonymous. So that's why you'll see all these kooky cartoon characters on crypto Twitter, but they're a lot of fun, really nice people.
Okay, the most confusing thing to me, Wendy, about crypto. Okay, so, and no one's really been able to answer this, and so the thing that I find super confusing is USDC. Okay, so I can invest in Voyager or in TradeStation crypto, and they have a thing called USDC that supposedly yields like 6% interest. So they're saying I could go put in $100,000 or $1 million, and my principal is not at risk, and I'd get 6%. It just doesn't make sense because I can't get 1% in a regular bank account. Have you heard of this USDC thing?
Yes, so it's not just USDC. It's a lot of other stable coins as well. So what happens is you find an app that you feel comfortable with. Right now, Celsius is one of my partners, and you can hold different cryptocurrencies on their app, and they will go ahead and they will pay you interest.
And so is it like guaranteed, or can you go down as the value of the crypto goes down, like on the stable coin, the USDC? So if I buy 100,000 USDC, could I lose some of my principal?
Essentially, no, because USDC, I want to say, is backed 1-to-1 with the US dollar. I may be incorrect about that because there's so many brand new stable coins that are backed by different things. So if you're getting a stable coin that's legal in the United States, first and foremost, you have to make sure it's legal in the US, and depending on what area you're in, because there's different laws and regulations in all the different states, New York being one of the toughest states. But just make sure that it's one of the more legitimate ones, and it's on a legitimate app, not some random app that you find on the internet. But you go ahead and you purchase your USDC. You can do it directly from these apps, and you can go ahead, just leave it on there or lock it up. It depends what app that you're using. With Celsius, I believe you just kind of hold it on there. And just as long as the US dollar does not go to zero, you should be good.
All right. So, okay. So so any other things that we should hear from you about crypto? Any divergent opinions or anything? Wendy O?
Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me. This was a blast. And crypto and Bitcoin is a very powerful tool. I recommend anybody before investing in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, read the Bitcoin white paper, understand what it is, understand the power behind it. And I do think it is a good diversification for folks. Just as long as it makes sense for you and your family to go ahead and, invest in this stuff. Don't feed into the FOMO. Don't feed into everybody on crypto Twitter, all the moon boys, because I know it can get really exciting. And just with like stocks, you see everybody talking about these particular products. You get really excited, you get really hyped up, and you want to FOMO buy, and then we'll get like a 30% drop. So be careful.
I hear you. That's smart. Where are you located? Are you in the US? Where are you?
I am in beautiful Los Angeles, California, born and bred.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. LA. So
oh, yeah.
Are the restaurants open yet or no?
They're open, but you can't sit outside. And it's actually tonight.
You can't, or you can?
You cannot. Can I plug something really quick?
Yeah. Do you need I'll get you an extension cord. You need to plug it into the wall. I don't have a wire that long. That's my joke. All right.
So on Wednesday nights, I go on with my amazing co-host, Hotep Jesus, and we talk about love and marriage. And we have a podcast talking about all this stuff about the nuclear family. And tonight we're actually going to have on Chef Gruel. He is a owner of Slapfish, which is an amazing seafood restaurant in California and in a couple other areas. And we're going to talk about all this crazy stuff that's going on. He went viral on Twitter with a video kind of trying to plead with California regulators and lawmakers, trying to let them know that, hey, we need to get these restaurants open. So he'll be on with us tonight on the Hotep Jesus YouTube channel at 7 p.m. PST. But yeah, you cannot eat outside.
Got it. And love and marriage. So are you married? Like the nuclear family? Is that what you're like? Why'd you decide to start that?
Well, Hotep had posted, because he's got a very successful YouTube show. It's called Hotep Done Told Ya. And he wanted to go on and talk about love and marriage and just have, make another show like that. So I responded, I was like, let's do it. Cause he's got a crypto company and whatnot. So then we just started talking about relationships and the nuclear family, alpha males, alpha females, and a little bit of crypto mixed in there. But it's good to branch out a bit.
Cool. No, that's awesome. And we'll send you the clip of this appearance. We thank you for coming on. Hopefully you can come on in the future and talk, about crypto and all this stuff. Guys, give Wendy a follow. Crypto Wendy, large O on the last one. And follow her. And, hopefully you're not a stranger, Wendy.
Yeah, I'd love to come back on again, and I got to get you guys on too. We can do some debating or just kind of hang out and talking about. I'd actually like to learn about some traditional finance stuff from you guys. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm a stock nut. Like I'll go to battle with anyone on stocks. I will go to war. I'm a stock nut. So
Love it. Love to hear
yes.
it. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a good day, and hope to come on again and hope to have you guys on my show.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Jason, you hear me? Test.
You can barely hear you, Luke.
Barely hear me? Come on.
Yep. Press 1 if it sounds good, guys. Press 2 if it doesn't. For Luke. Press 1 if it sounds good. 2 if it doesn't. Okay.
All right. How's that? Better.
A little better.
Little better. Tell me when.
Better.
Tell me
That's
when.
good.
Tell me when.
No.
Good.
Yeah, I think so.
Echo.
No.
Oh.
Let's tear it up. See, you got a
All
lot
right.
of 2s on your first thing. You sounded like shit.
Yeah, but I got one fan out there.
Yeah, you got one fan. All right.
Shout out Maria.
We just brought on crypto. Now we got to get back to stocks. We got to move fast because the time is running, and we got phone calls to make, people to see, and money to make. Right, guys? Let's go. Get some stocks, Luke. Show your portfolio. Let's go.
All right. Let's do 2 stock things. First things first, we just talked about crypto. I do have exposure to crypto via 2 stocks in my portfolio. Both of them talked about a ton on this show. They're the 2 gaining stocks that I have. First one, PayPal, PYPL, up 3.7% today on the crypto, reaching the highs. Number 2, also in Jason's portfolio, Voyager Digital, up 2.5%, making that one a 350% gainer so far. I'm letting that one ride. Ooh. All right. Now, I'm gonna throw. I'm like doing hot takes today because I've got some strong opinions on these things. I want to do a reckoning for Shopify. All right, guys, in the chat, tell me, do you guys like Shopify or not like Shopify? I am going to put the axe in the stock. Here's why I don't like it. All right. So first things first, Shopify is up 188% over the last 12 months. A lot of stocks are like that. That's not the reason why I don't like it. Here's what I think the problem is. Okay. The EV to sales ratio. So the value of the company divided by the revenue that they do is 51 times. The company is worth 51 times the revenue that they do. For a growth stock, I want to see that number at 15, right? I want a company to be worth 15 times the sales that they do. Tesla, one of the most run-up stocks that we've seen all year, up way more than Shopify's up. Tesla is only 20 times EV to sales, all right? So in order for Shopify to have to fit into that mold, that normal growth stock valuation mode, they would need to triple sales, right? We're talking about 3x sales. In this year, in this COVID year, they doubled sales, right? Sales rose 100%. So for them to again triple sales from where they've already doubled it, and we're talking again COVID year, this is good for online shopping. How long is it going to take them to triple sales once they've already done it and they've had the COVID help this year? That's why I do not like Shopify. This thing is moving today. It's up 7%. I'm putting the axe in Shopify. As always, I don't bet against stocks that double. I don't outright short them. I maybe buy puts on them. I want to see where everybody's at on Shopify. And the chat hates Shopify. We've got some 2s in there. All right, let's see. Ron. All right. Jason, nobody likes Shopify. Do you have an opinion on that stock?
Well, there's a new company called WeCommerce, I believe, went public yesterday on the TSX Venture Exchange, run by my friend Andrew Wilkinson. It sells tools to Shopify sellers. I like looking at the derivative plays like that. There's a lot of Shopify sellers, and the reason people are buying Shopify is because Shopify gets a percentage of the sales that a company makes. And a lot of companies that you've heard of, like Barstool, they use Shopify. And as you guys know, and I got to pause for a second to change the thing, I like the thing behind the thing. So I was at Shopify's headquarters 2 years ago. It was at $140. Guess what? I didn't buy the stock. Shh, dumb. But Shopify is the thing behind the thing. No, I'm not buying it here today. But do I think Shopify has a good trajectory and a good business model? Absolutely. Are there competitors?
I agree with you. See, I like Shopify as a company, but I hate it as a stock. Because again, they've already doubled sales and they get the COVID boost. I mean, that's great for all online shopping. They've now got to triple it to be where a normal super high growth stock like Tesla is. Now,
is our store run by Shopify?
Yep. We're not pushing them a lot of volume though.
I know, because we don't market it. Like, I don't even know. And every order goes to the spam.
If you
when I
guys
see
would buy a Jason Raznick T-shirt, put a 1 in the chat. We can. Work
I'm just saying, I don't know the name. Oh, I found it. It's benzingaswag.com. I mean, like I wanted to get like, it's Christmas time, Luke.
Wait, I want to see that site. Yeah.
So it's Christmas time. So why don't we have Christmas ornaments like for stocks and stuff? Like this is what I don't know, man. I don't know. Like where are we? Are we thinking? Are we, choose thinking, someone once used to tell me. So I don't know. It's like, come on. See?
All right. Wait, is this a Joel shirt?
Whoever wants to take over our store and make it cool and update it weekly, you can get 10% of the sales. We don't care.
Yeah.
Just take over the store and you get 10% of the sales. I don't care. Just take it over, update it. You go on Fiverr, have people design stuff weekly. Just take it over. I will give you the access. We don't care. We don't care about the money on it.
Boom.
Okay, so if you want to take it over, send a freaking email to Luke@benzinga.com and Jason@benzinga.com, and it'll happen. So, yeah. All right, Luke, anything else? Because I know we started the show late because you had your audio issues.
Yep,
you guys, one day we'll get this right, by the way, this audio issue stuff. We're going to get the stuff right. We're working on it.
The more likes, the more people we get in here, the more incentivized we are to work on it. So just throwing that out there. Subscribe, like, share it with your friends. But all right, Jason, it's time for my favorite part of the week, of the day, I guess I should say. You know what time that is?
No, I don't.
That's right, the chat challenge. You know this. Come on, everybody knows that Luke loves the chat challenge. This is every week. ZingerNation is going head to head. We are competing. We're figuring out who in the chat, which one of us talking heads can get this thing right. We can answer the questions. We can foresee where stocks are going every single week. This week, the question was...
Give Second Wave credit. He called it. He knew what your favorite part was, by the way.
There we go. All right. Question this week. What is going to be the better performing IPO? That's what we asked. It's between DoorDash and Airbnb, two of the hottest IPOs of the year, out back-to-back days last week. They got hammered on Monday, and we've got Airbnb up. Let's go, Airbnb crew. We picked the right route. We're up 11.5% in Airbnb this week. DoorDash only up 6%. We got about 40 people in Airbnb, about 15 hanging out in DoorDash. Yesterday, the DoorDash people were talking shit to us in the chat. We said, we're not taking it. We've got plenty of time on this trade. And sure enough, we pulled ahead today. We've got 2 days, still plenty of time for things to get shaken out and move around. But if you're in camp Airbnb, let's give a little clap. There we go. Christian Gallagher, Airbnb for life. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, Airbnb crew.
You guys are fighting back. Look at this fight. And look at LCA. Woo! Yeah, look at this. We got a couple things going. So you guys are fighting back. So tomorrow we have 2 more days, and then we can finalize the winner, right? Or is it Monday? It's Monday.
Whoever's all right. We just talked about the benzingaswag.com. Whoever is in this top camp, we'll do some sort of credit for benzingaswag.com. It's a giving season where everybody's getting a prize.
Yes, totally agree. Everyone's a winner.
Boom.
Everyone's a winner.
That's what ZingerNation is all about, baby.
Yep, exactly. So now, Luke, that is what's going on in the competition. People in our room are going crazy about LCA, Tillman Ferreira.
And Jason, I've got to hop right at 12:59 on the dot, which is almost now. But check out what call I'm doing. I'm doing a call with a big Super Bowl advertiser to talk some Super Bowl planning. Pretty cool, isn't it?
What are you doing? What do you mean by that?
Can't say yet.
Okay.
Gonna wait till the Super Bowl. But we're gonna be doing some planning for.
Is Benzinga gonna be in a Super Bowl commercial this year?
If we get enough likes on the stream, we'll do one.
Honestly, does anyone have any context? I gotta call CNBC. Let's buy a commercial on CNBC and let's have the commercial be everyone's faces from this chat. I'm not joking. Let's buy a 30-second commercial.
Everybody's like funniest comment of the week would be hilarious.
Yeah, and we'll
running on TV all day. We pick one day. We just run it like 20 times that day.
Did you hear what Frank M wrote, Luke?
I see it.
Yep, Luke is leaving, so the audio is about to get much better. Love it. It's so funny.
Well, you know what I think of you, Frank M? I can't say. I'll just use my soundboard.
No sound yet. Where is it?
Oh, I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
All right, I'm out. My
Luke,
audio.
what is going on with you, man? All right, guys, I don't know what's going on with Luke, but we're going to have an intervention with Luke and the sound because it's not just hurting you guys, it's hurting me even more. So that's that.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Okay, so guys, I do like Airbnb long term, but these things can be overvalued in the short term. I follow these stocks. I will play them as a business, but the valuation's high. And you guys heard earlier this week on Monday, I had someone on who turned and loves Tesla, and I said, "What the valuation?" He said, "Valuation doesn't matter in this stock." It doesn't sound great. Valuation always matters typically, so just be careful out there. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, by the way, if you guys, when you say manifesting, are you looking to chat? Are you looking to join? If you manifest, if you want to be a host on the show, more power to you. I'll bring you on. We'll do that another day. I gotta go for the next show I have to go do, but we'll definitely, so we'll definitely take care of it. What's up? Oh, they said for me I need to plug something. I guess I need to get that extension cord again. Everyone wants me to have an extension cord. I don't know why. I need to plug something, Luke, or not? Really? All right. Well, I don't know, guys. Exactly, Christian. That's exactly what I think. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Share with your friends that the show, because Luke was mad that you guys didn't have more likes today and you may not come on tomorrow. And we want Luke with more stock picks. And then tomorrow we're going to bring someone from the guests. And tomorrow we're going to bring on 2 or 3 guests who are highly followed and move markets. So you're going to have 2 or 3 guests tomorrow that are highly followed and move markets. Until then, we'll see you later.